Do you remember writing in your diary that freedom is the freedom to say 2 and 2 make 4?
Yes.
How many fingers am I holding up, Winston?
4.
And if the party says it is not 4 but 5, then
4.
180. How many? 190. How many fingers, Winston?
4. 5. 4. Anything you like. Only stop the pain. Stop.
Involuntary. Done contrary to or without choice. Involuntary.
Immigrant.
Done contrary
Definition
to
1.
or without choice.
Person who immigrates.
Involuntary.
Immigrant.
Done contrary
Definition
to
1.
involuntary.
Person who comes
Done contrary to or without choice. Done contrary to or without choice. Done contrary to or without choice.
Definition 1. Immigrant. Definition 1. Person who established. Unknown. Unknown. Established.
Trying to free your mind.
What white people have to do is try to find out in their own hearts why it was necessary to have a nigger in the first place. But if you think I'm a nigger, it means you need it. The question you gotta ask yourself, the white population of this country's gotta ask itself. North and South, because it's one country, and for a Negro, there's no difference between North and the South. There's just, a difference in the way they castrate you.
Who taught you to hate yourself?
Involuntary. Done contrary to or without choice.
Immigrant. Definition 1. A person who immigrates. Definition 2. A plant or animal that becomes established where it was previously unknown.
This is Mango to Go. It's a mental liberation moment, and it's the IIP. IIP stands for Involuntary Immigrants, a podcast. You really want to know what grinds my gears? I hate when motherfuckers say, hey, where's your sources? Bitch, I am the source. When people say that, it's like, I believe you, but I don't. And I want to, but I don't. Listen, bitch, don't ask for sources. If it's really that important to you, you should research it yourself and you start your own journey. You know what I'm talking about? So like, if I tell you, the sky is red, right? Don't ask me, hey, where are your sources? Bitch, go look outside and see what color the fucking sky is, right? And if you go outside and the sky is blue and you're really interested why I say the sky was red, do some history research and say, hey, maybe on that day he said it, maybe it was red. Do your own fucking investigation. I don't like bringing y'all no shit that's bullshit unless it's my opinion, and I hope that's not bullshit because it's my opinion. But when I'm bringing you shit with like history and most of the shit that I bring y'all, listen, I'm not a college professor. It's easily accessible. You trying to be lazy, bitch, and you want me to tell you where to go. Bitch, do your research. Stop being fucking lazy, because most of the shit that I talk about is detrimental. I'm not your fucking prophet or messiah. I'm just a philosopher. So don't just go off my word. Don't idolize me. Don't make me a fucking idol. That's not what I'm here for. So if I tell you something and you question it, which you should, which I fucking promote, then you should go research it. Don't ask me to point you in a direction. Bitch, look it up first and then hit me up talking about, I couldn't find none of that shit you was talking about. I really looked and I couldn't find it. Cool. I put you on the motherfucking path, you bitch. But what I ain't gonna do is sit here and say, well, this is my source. That's my source. That's my source. No, fuck that. My source is a collective. I don't believe in one man. I don't believe in one man. There's not one man in the history of this earth that I believe 100% of what that motherfucker say. Except my goddamn self. You bitch. And you know, to get on this, like, looking back through the history, there's a reason why religion is now science-based. It's a reason why religion switched to science, right? Because 200 years ago, it was just religion. And that's what God said, blah, blah, blah. Now you literally got people that look up the ancient religious texts and look up the Bible and this and that and see, you know, the scientific possibilities of it. I watched a video the other day talking about how the Quran was mostly scientifically proven. hasn't been proven wrong except for like a certain part of it that's really like laws and whatnot. So there's a reason why it switched from tradition of bitch because God said so to now we're in the age of science. And part of that reason is because motherfuckers want to control society. It's easier to control society based off science because majority of shit in science is a theory. Theory. It's not a fact. It's a theory. Some people treat it as fact because they believe in the fucking theory so much. So especially with indoctrination, when they took the prayer out of school, when they took religion out of school, what did they replace it with? They replaced that shit with science. Think about it. Why is your baby doing science in school? And majority of it ain't fact. It's theory. That's because it's easy to control the society with theories, and theories change. How many of y'all motherfuckers, when y'all was in school, it was 9 planets? And your baby came to you talking about, really, it's 8 planets. The 9th one is a block of ice. It don't count. And then that shit's going to change back to, oh, no, it got a little rock on all that ice. It's 9 planets. Y'all can't make up y'all fucking mind on that. You know? So with that being said, that's part of the reason. But what I want y'all to notice, because I'm speaking on indoctrination, I want you to notice that all the leaders of the world are indoctrinated. Whether it's the Pope, he's indoctrinated in the Catholic Church. Whether it's the fucking president, he's indoctrinated in politics. Your teachers are indoctrinated in the education system. Your preachers indoctrinated in Christianity. There's no free mind, and that's the problem we have. Because the biggest gift that God gave to mankind was free mind. That's why God didn't kill Adam when he ate the fucking fruit. Indoctrination tell you that was an apple. That bitch don't say apple nowhere in the Bible. It just says fruit. That shows you your indoctrination. Because I bet all this time you thought that nigga done bit into a Granny Smith apple. No. It says fruit. He ate the forbidden fruit. You know what I mean? So that shows you indoctrination. There's a difference between indoctrination and education. Indoctrination is the learning of a system. It's the learning of a system. Education, that's gaining knowledge or wisdom. So most of our leaders are straight indoctrinated, and these are the people that stand up. To mention this, I don't know how much of this gets blocked off because I'm going to talk about the jab. I'm going to talk about that Kung Flu shot, right? You got 3 major pillars in the jab. You got Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson. Now, the only really one of them motherfuckers that's really a traditional vaccine is Novavax. Novavax started their research around the same time as the motherfuckers. They just did it thoroughly. Now, Novavax is ready to go, right? Why Novavax ain't fully FDA approved yet? Oh, good question, Mango. Because the motherfuckers who are pushing, get the jab, get all this other shit, they in the pockets of these motherfuckers. That's Dr. Fauci, all these motherfuckers. They in the pockets of Pfizer done made so much goddamn money. Moderna second on making the money, and Johnson & Johnson right behind. The issue with Novavax is Novavax can't do the manufacturing that these other motherfuckers do. Because these other motherfuckers got government assistance. They ain't giving that shit to Novavax. Novavax is like in a fucking Gilligan's Island by themselves. Like, hey, we got this good product, and even anti-vaxxers can't wait to take it. No. We gotta get Pfizer they check, baby. That's what these motherfuckers saying. And there was a video with that fucking devil Anthony Fauci. His name Anthony? I know the last name Fauci, whatever fucking name, the devil. And I guess what he's saying is, well, I don't know why people need a 4th option. We already got 3. Listen, stupid motherfucker. If y'all so concerned with getting everybody vaccinated and the rest of the people, we got 70% of the pop, 70-something%. I'm just going to say 70 to be bare minimum, but I know it's in the 70s. You got 70% of the population vaccinated. 15% of that 30 that's left over is saying, hey, only one I'm willing to do is the Novavax. Wouldn't you think you would rush that shit? But these motherfuckers is scared because they coming out with booster shots. They want you to get it again, get it again, get it again. They know if that Novavax come out, it logically makes more fucking sense to get that instead of Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson & Johnson. They can't have that because then that's wasted product. These motherfuckers done put the money there and then took some money under the table. So that's wasted fucking product. So no, you can't have Novavax come in. And then to make a difference, Novavax might fuck around and cure the pandemic. They might fuck around and cure the whole pandemic. Because besides what the media telling you about Russia and Ukraine, COVID is still a real fucking thing. It just didn't disappear. Motherfuckers just partying like it's 1999, but it's still here. Right? Okay. With that being said, it's like they are against Novavax. Because just like Pfizer needed money to mass produce and this and that, you could do that shit with Novavax. And you can get the rest of these motherfucking sheep that followed you blindly into Pfizer, and you can get a lot of these anti-vaxxers. That's the point you want to make. Or are you using the anti-vaxxers for an excuse? Because you want to blame these motherfuckers. Well, let's do the math. For a year, motherfuckers been 70% vaccinated in the country. We still 70% vaccinated in the country. But yet the number's still been higher than fucking 30%. That's because motherfuckers with the jab are still catching and spreading it. So what's the point of taking it? Oh, it stops you from dying. It had a low mortality rate off rip. But could Novavax come through and prevent you from catching and spreading it? And then when that shit's gone, what you gonna use now? Because it was COVID that changed the whole presidential election. COVID and racism. And let's speak about that racism shit, right? I got some shit for you motherfuckers today. So there's a video online. Because as y'all know, I say it was George Floyd and COVID that changed the presidential election. Because niggas thought we shall overcome it like a bitch. Right? All right, so COVID's still lingering. Nothing's changed. Racism is still a thing. People still get killed by the police. But I came to tell y'all today that y'all got motherfucking fooled. Y'all got tricked off y'all blessing. All right? Because here's what happened. Here's a story. It was a white dude in California. He was suspected of DUI, driving under the influence. Well, California got a rule where if you deny a sobriety test, motherfuckers can hold you down and take your blood. I didn't know it, just like you probably didn't, but it's a real fucking thing. In the state of Florida, it's totally different. You know, shout out to Sunshine State. If you deny a sobriety test, you automatically fail. They ain't gonna hold you down and take your blood and none of that shit. But California is a fucking, as far as politics go, and that's a shithole state. Well, yeah, they could hold you down and take your fucking blood or whatever the fuck they deem. I don't know if it's blood or piss or whatever, but the motherfuckers can hold you down and take it. Well, this here white boy, he refused initially. And then they said, we just your last chance to comply. And he didn't say nothing. And they jumped on this motherfucker. It was like 6 or more cops on him. And they had the same technique they put on George Floyd, knee on his neck. That motherfucker was saying, I do it. Too late. We gave you a chance. But they had the knee on his neck. This motherfucker sat there screaming, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Well, long story short, this white boy dead now. He gone. He's dead. Died just like George Floyd, just more cops on him. Now, you may be wondering, why am I mentioning this? Hey, Mingo, what's the end game? The end game is showing you how we got tricked, how we got conned, how we got bamboozled, how we got hoodwinked. Because this white boy died 2 months before George Floyd. Now, the media didn't find it necessary to bring this story to the light, right? Because there was no capitalization on a white boy getting murked like this. That's strange. That's crazy. If they would have came out with this story and it would have went big and the George Floyd story at the same time, it wouldn't have been any infiltration for this fake ass corporation of Black Lives Matter to come through and capitalize and not do nothing for the people's family, which they capitalize on. What it would have been is niggas and poor whites and all of that shit below coming together like, damn, we just getting fucked. Because niggas is niggas, but the poor whites is becoming the new niggas slowly. And instead it's divide and conquer. Because imagine this white dude's family where he had 2 daughters and a family. And his family's thinking, damn, we ain't getting no justice. They over there saying no justice, no peace. But they see the whole world look at this nigga who died 2 months after their family member And nobody's talking about him. He died the same fucking way. Probably a little bit worse. He probably died a little bit worse. But that's called divide and conquer. I was watching Judas and the Black Messiah, and I saw how that brother went and he talked to the Puerto Ricans. He went and talked to the this and that. That ain't never been my bag. You know, I talk to niggas. And that's why I think it's important for me to bring this story out. Because they try to use divide and conquer. But you heard me say on this show many times before, your enemy ain't Billy Bob with 3 teeth. It's these corporations that capitalize off of us because the Negro is the biggest consumer in the world. Billy Bob with 3 teeth ain't fucking with you no more. They did that shit in the early 1900s. Billy Bob with 3 teeth, shit, he think niggas is cool. He say roll tide and watch football on Saturday. He may not want you to fuck his daughter, but niggas is cool to him. Because the poor white boy in this new generation listen to the rap songs. They watch the sports. They wish they had big hanging dicks. They don't hate you. The corporation hates you. They just also love how you spend, nigga. They love how when you get money, you get it back to them. So the corporation gonna kiss your ass a little bit. Like I say, it's like the MLB when Georgia tried to pass that law about voting. The MLB said, we taking the All-Star game out of Georgia. That law ain't got nothing to do with niggas voting. Most niggas know they need ID. That law got everything to do with trying to get illegals to vote. It ain't got nothing to do with benefiting the Negro. It got everything to do with benefiting the Democratic Party. And y'all got to wake up to this shit. Because most of them niggas is indoctrinated. I think Mango should run for office, man. I don't know. What y'all think? You think Mango should run for office? That was me applauding my own idea, goddammit. Hey, I got to go, but I want to say thank y'all so much for listening, and I wish y'all blessings upon y'all family. Until next time.
Involuntary. Done contrary to or without choice. Immigrant. Definition 1. A person who immigrates. Definition 2. A plant or animal that becomes established where it was previously unknown.